This is the Woodshed for July 31st. Let's roll countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Howdy, folks. We hope you enjoyed our Awestruck series. Thank you guys so much for helping contribute to the atmosphere for people to connect to God. We saw a lot of people experience life change, take steps in worship that never taken steps before. So all throughout this past month, you guys have helped make it that possible. So let us say from the get-go, thank you so much for that. We are now launching into a new series where we're talking about our new vision and values that we're rolling out all month of August, and it starts this weekend. It's going to be incredible. Up top, we got the countdown, what I see. I'm going to put some timestamps, so make sure, band, watch those timestamps. Also, vocals, just a quick note for you. There is no turnaround between chorus 2 and the bridge. We're going to go straight into that, so watch that. Again, watch those timestamps, and you'll see what I'm talking about. At the end, we'll crash it out big. Go to Great Are You, Lord? And from there, Great Are You, Lord, we're going to go to Lion. Lion's going to go to hosting. Host will set it down to generosity. Now, generosity, there'll be a setup. We'll play a video. Keep your band pad going underneath that video. And then your host will come back out and make the appeal, pass the buckets, and that sort of stuff. We'll go to the movement recap, which we don't have yet because obviously movement has not happened at the time we're recording this, but we'll just kind of give a placeholder for that.
Kick.
The message will be in 2 halves. So we'll go message, he'll call for a video, love God's story in the middle of that, wrap up the message, and gospel. We'll give them more notes when we get there, but there will be a spontaneous baptism push. The band will swell behind that and go to my testimony and campus closing. Again, we'll get more notes about that baptism when we get there. But we're praying for a great harvest this weekend. People to love God maybe for the first time. You guys are going to be part of that. It's going to be awesome. We love you. Thankful for you. All right, catch this from the upbeat. Watch this timing. Upbeat. Here we go.
Hard stop. 3, 4. Verse. 3, 4.
I see lightning, I hear thunder. Something stirring 6 feet under.
Praise team. Verse 2, 3, 4.
Hallelujah,
Access.
it is finished. See the grave, nobody in it. Dead things coming back to life again.
2 chords.
I believe there's
4
about to
chords.
be
Intro.
another
2, 3, 4.
resurrection.
Chorus. Run. 3, 4.
Come alive, wake up, sleeper. He is risen.
Hard stop. 3, 4.
We are risen.
Intro. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yes, we are.
Verse 3, 3, 4.
Hallelujah, it is finished. See the grave, nobody in it. Dead things coming back to life again.
2 chords.
I believe there's
4
about to
chords.
be another resurrection. Resurrection.
Chorus. Run. 3, 4.
Come alive.
Access.
Wake up, sleep. see what I see?
Bridge 2, 3, 4.
Do you see what I see? I see signs and I see wonders. Do you see what I see? I see lightning, I hear thunder. Do you see what I see? I see signs and I see wonders.
Build it up. Hard to stop. 3, 4.
Come alive, wake up sleeper. He is risen. We are risen with him. Paradise flung wide open. He is risen.
Go.
3, 4.
We are risen with him.
Big crush, big crush. Stay in the moment, stay in the moment, stay in the moment.
Intro. 4, 5, 6.
Come on, church, today we praise a God who is so, so good. With one voice, can we sing?
4, 5,
You
6.
give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord.
Bring it down. 4, 5,
It's
6.
your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you.
Chorus tag. 4, 5, 6.
Oh, great are you, Lord.
Verse 2, 4, 5,
You
6.
give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Oh, we pour it out.
4, 5, 6.
All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. All the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you,
Bridge.
Lord.
4, 5, 6.
All the
verse. 3, 4.
God of Jacob, the great I am, King of angels, the Son of
Pre-chorus.
Man.
3, 4.
Song of heaven's throne, louder than the thunder, make your glory known.
Extra bar. Chorus. 3, 4.
Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah,
Chorus
let
tag.
the lion
4,
roar.
5. Verse 2, drum. 3, 4.
Pride of Zion, the prophet spoke, our Messiah, of flesh
Pre-chorus.
and bone.
Build it up. 3, 4.
You alone are worthy to open up the scroll, like a lamb you
Stop on 3.
but the
Chorus.
lion
Beginning.
has
2, 3, 4.
arose. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah,
Chorus
let
tag.
the lion
4, 5. Interlude. Bring it down. 3, 4.
Yes, Jesus, come and have your way in us. Come and have your way in us, Jesus.
Bridge. 3, 4.
Prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord. Oh, valley, be raised up. Oh, mountain, be made low. Oh, valley, be raised up. Oh, mountain, be made low. Oh, valley, be raised up. Oh, mountain, be made low. Oh, valley, be raised up. Oh, mountain, be made low. Oh, valley, be raised up. Oh, mountain.
E Echo.
All right, you can have a seat. Hey, welcome to Faith Promise Church. We're so excited that you chose our experience this weekend. Hey, before we move on, we have some special guests in the room, and that's our first-time guests. Let's give it up for all of our first-time guests. That's awesome. Hey, we want you to feel more loved here than you have anywhere else, and we want to connect with you after the service at our guest services area to put something free in your hands, simply to say thank you so much for checking us out this weekend. Hey, maybe this is your first time or you've been here for a while. We want to connect with you, and one way we do so is through that communication card. You'll see that located in the seat back pocket in front of you. Also, you'll find that QR code on the screen. You can take your phone out, scan that, and fill it out at some point. Drop it off later as we receive our offering, or maybe as you leave, you could drop it off in the offering buckets later as well. But we want to connect with you, and that is one way we do so here at Faith Promise. Another way is through our Next Steps process, and we say Next Steps is your... That's right, it is your next step. Starting on August 14th, we're relaunching Next Steps, and we would love for you to be a part of that as well. We want to help you take your next step in your walk with Christ. So you can go ahead and put that on the communication card, or you just show up at 6 p.m., free childcare, free food, and we want to help you take that next step as well. Hey, Free T-Shirt Sunday is coming up. Free T-Shirt Sunday on August 21st. Hey, go ahead. It's going to be an amazing Sunday already, but we want to go ahead and give you a free T-shirt. We know how much you love that as well.
Right,
hey, you'll see a QR code on the screen right here. We need your help. Go ahead and scan that right there and fill out this truth survey. We would love for your participation in that.
Down, 2,
right
3,
there.
4.
Hey, listen, at Faith Promise, we do give generous, and what's so cool is the amazing ministry that we do all across the world. And let's just see one of those stories in Costa Rica right here.
So keep your tracks going. Keep your tracks going right here. Keep your tracks going underneath this video. Front of house, just keep that open.
And it's been an amazing
The band,
time.
just keep
And
your
this morning
fingers
I met
off
a
your
young
stringers.
man named Isaiah
You will
who
be
wanted to
loud in
pass
the
on
house
a
otherwise.
message to the church.
Yes, a lot of
He
that.
said that when the leadership started this campus 8 years ago, that you didn't know about him and his family, who were, he described, in desperate times. They were broken, and they moved to the kindness community 2 months ago. He did some research online, found Promesa de Fe. He said it is home, and his family is being restored. He said today it's almost complete, and he wanted to say thank you for your generosity.
All right. Hey, listen, that is awesome. That is just one of the many stories that come out of some of the mission trips that we get to be a part of, but all across the world, the ministry you get to be a part of because the different ways that you get to give. Hey, speaking of that, you'll see on the screen right there so many different ways, whether it's through the offering buckets, kiosk, text, mail, whatever it may be. Go ahead and take part in that as the offering buckets are finishing up being passed right there. But hey, listen, this past weekend, we had something amazing happen, and that was Movement Conference. Let me hear it for Movement Conference. Man, it was amazing. If you weren't there, dude, lives were changed. Our student ministry is on fire right now. And if you weren't there, take a look at this video right here.
And right here will be the movement recap video. We don't have that because movement hasn't
Yeah, we'll stop the
happened
tracks.
yet.
Wait to stop the tracks until the video's in.
So pretend video is ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. This right here is the message portion. In the middle of the message, we are going to throw it to a video. So we're going to do that transition in 3, 2, 1.
And roll video.
All right, so just some while this video is playing, just a couple notes on that, the baptism moment. We're not going to have baptisms in the actual experience. We're going to facilitate them either in the lobby or outside, just depending on your campus. So what will happen is he'll come out and finish his message, and he will hand off to gospel. At the conclusion of gospel, we want to give people a chance to be saved and get baptized right then and there. So we'll have T-shirts and shorts and all those goodies for people to go. So band, you guys will load on during generosity. There's a couple pads that you can fire. First one will be one that has like some movement underneath your altar call. There's a second pad that will resolve to just a one chord. So when they start wrapping it up like they're going to push people out the doors, use that track to the pad will fade back to a one chord, and have your band just kind of build behind whoever's doing that, it may be, we're still not sure yet, it may be Pastor Zach here via Resi, or maybe your campus pastor. Either way, build some energy behind that moment. Let's build excitement to give people some motivation to get up and get saved right there at that moment, get out the back door and get baptized. So we're going to swell just on one chord. That's a D. Again, 3 tracks. First track is the gospel pad, which has some movement. Second one is just that D chord. It's hold drones on that D. And the third one is going to be, as soon as he says 1, 2, 3, we're going to crash, 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 and just watch the outage energy. We want to get that crash to go for maybe 3 to 5 seconds just to kind of keep that moment going. Then we'll fire the final song, which is my testimony. We got hits at the beginning of that one. The hits that we normally do band at the end, we've shifted those to the front. So when he gives 1, 2, 3, crash, 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 keep crashing at the end of that after he gets people going. And we'll give that about 3 to 5 seconds, just depending on how it feels in the room. Worship leaders will give the cue to fire that track, and we'll roll. Tom's give me a big Tom roll down from the drums to fire that song off. Watch what Garrett does at the beginning here, just to kind of give it some zest at the beginning, and then we'll play that song out and go to closing. All right, we can go ahead and fast forward to like 15 seconds to go in this video.
15 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so this right here is the end of the message right here, setting up the gospel moment for lives to be changed.
This will be track 7.
Happening right
key
here.
Of D.
Every head bowed and every eye closed.
So you do have that movement underneath the gospel prayer.
Amazing life change happened right here, setting up the baptism.
So watch your campus pastor.
Right here. Hey, listen, your life was just transformed, or maybe you haven't taken that next step
Stand by
your
for track
walk
8 on
with
my call.
Christ by going public in baptism. Well, we're going to give that to you today. And so we've got shirts, we got T-shirts. So this right
Go
here
ahead
is
and
that
fire
setup,
track 8.
and
That's
we are
gonna
going to
result
do
to a
that
D
push
chord.
for people to
So he's
stand
getting
up
ready to
and go
get 'em out
to
the
the
door.
back to respond in that
Our
moment.
band just
So
coming
we're going to do
lightly
that right
on
here.
a 1 chord.
So on the count of 3, you guys, everyone stand up. Let's celebrate as people move. Here we go.
Man,
1,
start building, big build.
2.
Keep going, man. Come on.
3. Let's
Keep going.
celebrate. Come
big
on,
crash,
church,
come on. Big trash
celebrate.
can, big trash can. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Worship team load in. Fire that track 9.
Come on, can we celebrate today as people give their lives to Christ? I saw Satan fall like lightning, and I saw darkness run for cover. But the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. Signs and wonders, and I have resurrection power. Still the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven, and my praise belongs to you forever. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify by Jesus Christ the righteous. I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. Come on, we sing. Come together. Come together, sons and daughters. Washed in water, sing the praises of the Spirit, Son and Father. Our God will finish what He started. Yes, He will. Our God will finish what He started. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. not dead, you're not done. And greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe if I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe if I'm not dead, you're not done. And greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe if I'm not dead, you're not done. And greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. Yeah. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. Now I'm alive. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony.
Big crush, crush.
Amen, amen. All
Closing
right, this
indeed.
right here will be the campus closing. So campus-specific items will find its place right here. Make sure you emphasize the donuts in the lobby and the fact that baptisms will be taking place after the service. So we want everyone to be a part of that. So if you are doing the closing right there, emphasize those two things right there. Other than that, have a great weekend. We love you guys so much. We'll see you back next week.
Kick it out. Take it out. It folds.
See you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
How would Michael McDonald sing that song?
See you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.